Previously on All My Children.
Adam! I hope you're satisfied. Junior's gone.
You wouldn't dare leave me like this.
I'm sure you'll work your way free there. Maybe not before Opal files a divorce agreement, but eventually.
I would never rat out a friend. No way.
I just hope that Mateo is as understanding.
When you were arrested for assault, Jillian came to me desperate to raise the money for your bail. I told her that if she slept with me, I would give her the money.
He's gone. Junior is gone. He's run off, and it's your fault. You selfish, stupid man.
Dixie's probably in the house somewhere. Winifred! Here, calm down. Don't let him see you like this.
Adam, he's gone off somewhere because he thinks that I'm going to die, and he can't deal with it.
You're assuming the worst.
Yes, Mr. Chandler?
Our son seems to have wandered off somewhere.
Oh, but he was in his room.
He has run away.
Yes, ma'am?
I'll search the house and the grounds. Alert everyone, the entire staff.
Yes, sir.
I'm sure he's going to turn up.
Adam, it's because you don't even know him.
Dixie, he's a little boy. He doesn't dwell on things the way you and I do. He's probably down at the tennis courts pounding the backboard.
Adam, do you remember what happened when he was kidnapped by Lee Hawkins? Something else I have to thank you for?
Now, must I revisit every mistake I've ever made?
He was so upset about Haley, he couldn't speak. He shut down entirely.
Your point?
My point is that he is not playing tennis, you dimwit. He is out there somewhere. He's afraid. He's alone, and I can't help him, and it's your fault.
Yes, Adrian Sword. Do you have any kind of contact for him? I know that he just started a new assignment. Well, any information that you can get me, I would really appreciate it. Okay, you know how to reach me, right? All right, thank you. Adrian, thank goodness. I have been so worried about... Okay, you're still mad at me, okay. So where have you been?
Cabin in the woods outside of town.
That's good. You know, take some time alone to think and...
I was there with Palmer Cortland.
Palmer Cortland?
Read it.
The divorce settlement? And he signed it? Does Opal know about this?
No. I'd file that as soon as possible. Cortland signed it voluntarily.
Right, I bet.
Oh, I wanted to kill him. I didn't, but I wanted to.
Well, what stopped you?
I've killed better men. I don't know. I don't think Opal would have liked that. Belinda, look, I've enjoyed our time together. I'm sorry I dragged you into this mess. I hope you understand, but I've gotta leave out of here.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm leaving Pine Valley today, right now.
No. Adrian, not like this.
I recognized the number on the phone. It was Linden. I had called there a few times, so I drove down to see if Jillian and Ryan were there, you know, Lancaster.
Yeah, I know where Linden is.
And no, they're gone. I mean, that was yesterday.
So, Mateo, you knew where they were, but you didn't come forward. Why is that?
I couldn't. They knocked me out.
Jack, that's why he was in the hospital.
They knocked you out?
Yeah, Jillian hit me over the head with a bottle or something.
She knows you're a coma patient. Jack, I want her arrested. Assault and battery.
Let me just take care of this first. Will you just please wait outside? Please.
Okay, fine. Let's all just wait, okay? We'll all just wait while they escape.
All right. Before they knocked you out, did you hear anything of their plans, what they plan to do?
No. I mean, it was obvious that they had been camping out there. And, Jack, I'm sure that's part of the plan that Haley knew about that she wasn't telling you. And since they're gone, and I've come forward with this information, Jack, I'd really appreciate it if you let her go.
Did they find him? Do they know where he is?
You're trembling.
It's just us waiting.
Listen, have you, have you talked to the rape counselor?
That's not gonna help. I just need them to find him.
Tell me he's lying. Tell me this SOB is lying.
Ryan, let's just take the
Tell
money
me
and go.
he's lying!
She can't. Can you, Jillian? Shall I do the honors? Or would you rather give him the blow by blow?
Shut up! Just shut up!
Well, I guess you finally found out that he really does love you.
You see what he's like? He's a snake. I never wanted anything to do with him.
Well, then why?
I had no choice. You were in jail on assault, and I had to get you out, and I had no one to turn to. Haley wouldn't talk to me. Dimitri was nowhere, and Edmund was against us, so I had no one. Do you understand? I had no one, so I went to David and I asked him. No, I begged him to help us. It wasn't my idea, it was his. I didn't want to, Ryan, but he wouldn't give me the money unless I agreed.
So you slept with him?
Yes.
It really wasn't her fault. I wanted her. And given the opportunity and the leverage, why not? I mean, it wasn't as if we hadn't crossed that path before, right?
Ryan, no!
You know what's down there?
No!
Water. Very cold water.
No.
40 degrees, 45 tops. I can vouch for it, doctor. So you tell me, what happens if I throw you down there? Do you drown? Or is it the cold? Hypothermia. That's
Ryan,
the word on the
don't
word, right?
take the money
You're
and
scaring
run.
my wife.
No.
Don't worry about it, Princess. Your husband's not a killer, just a rapist.
So what do you call a man who dangles money in front of a desperate woman's face to get her to sleep?
Life is full of choices, Ryan, my boy. And your wife was very willing.
You get out. Get out!
Here. Take it. You are worth every penny.
See what he's like?
Last night, you went to him. You'd know what he wanted.
Because
Look at me, Jillian, when you talk to me.
I had no choice. He wanted the money.
Last night it was the same thing. You offered.
Because he wanted it before I had to.
Did you sleep with him last night? Yes or no?
No. It wasn't necessary.
But you would have.
Look, I despise him, but the fact of the matter is he's hurt. He's so angry and he's jealous because I love you and he can't stand it. He wants to hurt me, he wants to hurt us, and if you let him...
If I let him!
Ryan, please! I beg you, don't leave me. Please, in time this will get better. It'll be fine and it'll be wonderful again. We can take this money and we can run. But if we don't take the money and run, we will never have a chance. So please, please, I beg you, let's just go while we still can, please.
Well, you know you give me hope, Frank. You and Alice, I mean, being so happy together. And, you know, Ray, well, nobody deserved Ray. And then Palmer, you can see where that's going. So I just figure you and Alice are out there proving to the world that a happy marriage is possible.
Opal, the time we spent together, I treasure the moments. And our son is all the proof I need to tell me how special and true those moments were. See, but when you left...
No, you don't have to explain, Frank.
Alice and I, we're good together.
I know. I know. I mean, to hear Adrian talk about the two of you, well, this was a real shock to him. Oh, excuse me. Hello?
Hi, Opal, it's Belinda.
Belinda! Oh, it's Belinda. Have you heard from Adrian?
Yes, I have. That's why I'm calling. Listen, I'm sending over some papers.
Yeah, but what about Adrian? Is he all right?
I think he's fine. Listen, Opal, this is very important. Palmer has signed the divorce settlement.
What?
Now, those are the papers I'm sending over. I want you to sign them, give them right back to the clerk who's going to file them with the judge.
But I don't understand. Why would...
You need to sign those papers right away and then send someone to Stuart Chandler's cabin. Apparently, Palmer is tied up there.
What? Oh, how in the blazes?
Your son took care of it.
My son? My son. Thank you, Belinda.
Listen, sign those papers and then take care of Palmer.
Yeah, I will. Don't you worry. It'll be a pleasure.
You need to sit down with your mother and father and talk to them.
Oh, yeah. My dad's in town. Can't forget that. This thing gets worse by the minute.
No, it doesn't. Okay, yeah, it's messy. And it's gotta be uncomfortable for somebody who's used to short-term contracts.
Wait a minute, there are reasons for that.
I'm sure. But sometimes life has its own reasons. And right now, life is giving you an opportunity. Two people who love you need a chance to explain.
I've heard their explanation.
Yeah. Well, you know, Adrian, this ain't about you. This is about them. They need a chance to tell you what it was like for them. You know, they have been waiting your whole life for this moment, waiting to tell you how they felt, you know, how you happened to be born, how they came to make this decision that they had to make. This is their story. They need to tell it, and you need to hear it.
And what am I supposed to do? Disregard everything I've ever known, felt, or believed about myself?
Honey, this is just more love on top of everything else that you have been blessed with. Look, do you know how much I miss my family? Thanks to you, I had that phone call Christmas. And I got a chance to visit with my mama when she had surgery. But I miss them, and I need to see them. But you got family lining up, ready to love you. So don't you dare throw that over for some assignment that you don't care about.
There is no assignment.
Since when?
Since Palmer fed that story to the intruder and blew my cover. I'm off active duty. Indefinitely.
They're gonna let her go, right?
That's the concept. It might take some time, though.
Why? I mean, they're holding her on contempt charges because she wouldn't tell them where they were, and now they know.
Yeah, but Jack may feel that Haley knows something additional about where Jillian and Ryan are going, if they're leaving the country or whatever.
I'd like Haley to hear your statement, Mateo.
Are you okay?
Adam, can you think of anything that he might have said to you? Anything about where he might have gone? What he might do?
No. Maybe we should try Stuart.
Stuart, yes, and the school. I'm gonna help give you the name of his classmates. Amanda, he talks to Amanda.
You're my son. You I couldn't have misjudged you that much. Nah, he's fine. You're fine. Dear God, what have I done?
Hello? Anybody here? Adam? Well, we have a wedding to plan. Are you all right? Are you sick? Is something wrong?
It's everyone's worst fear. This hug could be the last. This kiss might be goodbye. Tragedy could strike in an instant, and this week it will. One of these people will touch our lives for the last time. Don't miss a single minute of One Life to Live this week, ABC Daytime.
Something's terribly wrong. What is it?
It's Junior. I heard him. I thought I was doing the right thing. I really did. I was so sure. But I misjudged somehow. He's my son. But he's her son too. And well, he's not like me. Completely. He reacts to things. You know, Dixie, how emotional she is. Well, he is too. He's run away from home.
What would be so terrible that he would run away?
I told him that...
Stop right there, Adam. Not another word.
I was so worried about you. Jackson wouldn't let me go to you.
I was fine.
Good, good. Now that we know everybody's fine, Mateo, I'd like you to tell Haley what you told me.
Listen, I went down to Linden to talk to Ryan. And I asked him to turn himself in, but he refused, so I was gonna call the cops. And I guess Jillian hit me over the head with a bottle or something, and they left me there.
Unconscious? How did you get to the hospital?
Jillian called Raquel.
Did Jake look at you?
Yeah, I had an MRI, and I'm fine.
I was so worried. Nobody would tell me anything.
Haley, you're in jail because you refused to tell Jackson of Ryan's whereabouts. Were you hiding the fact that he was in the boathouse at Linden's?
Yes.
Yes. What else were you hiding?
I was supposed to get the money and leave it at the boathouse.
I see. And if that didn't work, what was the backup plan?
There was no backup.
Sure there was.
There was no backup plan. There was no time for a backup plan. I have no idea where they are or how they're surviving.
She's told you all she knows. There's no reason to hold her now.
All right, Haley, you're released. You can go just as soon as your paperwork is processed. Until then, you can wait right here.
I'm gonna give Amanda.
I'll kick this into gear.
Yeah, great. I wish you hadn't gone there. I understand why you did. I appreciate you trying to talk to them for me.
Yeah, you know, I figured a man would... I wouldn't hide behind someone like that, and... You know, if I would come forward and go through the process.
Even if you were being framed?
Especially if I was being framed.
Well, I wouldn't let you. I would kidnap you if I had to.
Yeah, I know.
So, you want to run away on Hayward's money?
Yes, we jump a freight train and we go to New York City and we go to Grand Central Station. It's so crowded there that we totally disappear. And we take the money and we buy the fake passports and we go to Europe.
Freight trains don't run into
So
Grand
we
Central
walk.
Station.
I don't care. The important thing is that we go. We have the money, we get the passports, and we go.
The money you earned on your back.
No.
Oh, no, that's right. That's right, I forgot. You didn't have time to play mattress tag this time, but you were willing.
Because I had no choice. Ryan, I still love you, and I believe in you, and I would do anything. anything to help you.
So we get the phony passports, and then what do?
We go to Vatsal, Dimitri's ancestral home.
And how do we live, Jillian? I don't speak Hungarian, and from what I've seen of the programming, nobody's gonna want to buy airtime.
I'll work.
Oh, good. What will you do?
I'll do anything, whatever it takes. Anything.
Great, that's good, because I'm sure there's a duke or a baron or somebody who'd be willing to throw us a few kroner or whatever the local currency is to spend a few hours with the rapist's wife. Hey, maybe I'll never have to work again. I'll just keep you on your back.
All My Children will be back in a moment here on ABC.
Ryan, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
No.
What would you have done if I was in jail and nobody wanted to help you? Nobody. And you were so scared that something might happen to me or somebody might hurt me. What would you have done?
Jillian, you slept with him for weeks.
That was before we loved each other. Ryan, I slept with David because I was lonely and it was sex. You and I make love. I had to get you out of jail.
So you were gonna lie to me for the rest of our lives?
I just wanted to be with you. I wasn't thinking about tomorrow or the next day or the next week. I just wanted to be with you. And what we've had these past weeks, I've never had that before. I've never felt that before. I never knew what it was. And I know I broke it. I didn't want to, I didn't mean to, but I broke it, and I'm so sorry, and it's my fault. Please, Ryan, please, please, can't you forgive me?
It's okay. Drink this.
Any progress?
Slow but steady.
I'm worried about them.
Huh?
Haley and Mateo.
Yeah.
I mean, first Raquel comes between them, and then Max. And now Jillian and Ryan.
It's one packed marriage.
I feel like I'm suffocating. Every time I turn around, there's Raquel. Standing at our bedroom door wearing a negligee, holding you on the dance floor, holding your hand. She's at the hospital.
It's temporary. Until Max adjusts.
She does not want him to adjust. Don't you understand? Don't you see? She wants to stay there. She wants the three of you to be a family.
That's not gonna happen. Haley, I am trying to make this work. For our sake, for Max's sake, but you're not helping. I mean, this stuff doesn't help with you in jail.
I know, you're concerned about custody, I know.
No. I'm concerned about you. I'm concerned about us.
What's going on with Junior is none of your business, Liza.
Excuse me, Dixie, but Junior is Adam's child as well.
Adam is deferring to me on this matter.
I understand that he has run away. Now, you could put his picture up at the station. You and Adam, you could come downtown and you could arrange to tape an appeal.
Oh, that's a brilliant idea. Why? So some nutcase can spot him and think he's hit the jackpot?
Liza, why don't we hold off on going public? Would you do me a favor? Would you run and find Winifred and make sure someone has checked the passageways?
Sure.
Thank you. Liza's... she's only trying to help. It's me you're angry at, not her.
No, I'm angry at myself. Forever leaving that tape in my bag in front of you to begin with. I never should have trusted you, and I never will again, Adam. You better listen to me. You tell Liza that I'm sick, And I swear to you, I will go straight to Haley, and I will tell her that you put in the fix with that judge so that Mateo could have full custody of his son, and don't you think I won't do it.
Why is it so important to you to keep your medical condition secret?
Because it's my body, and I don't want its particulars broadcast to the general public, if you don't mind.
Guys, there's hardly the general public.
Liza happens to be Tad's best friend. And you could swear her to secrecy, but before you could say broken promise, she'd be on the phone to Tad. You just know she will. And then Tad would know. And then he would feel obligated to me, and I don't want that.
So this whole charade is to keep Tad in the dark?
No, it is so that I don't devastate my son.
But now that he knows...
You just better hope to hell that we find him before anything bad happens.
Oh, bless you, bless you. Opal, in the desk over there, there's got to be a knife, there's got to be a pair of scissors, just get whatever, cut me loose, will you? Opal, you know what that deranged fool did to me?
Oh, if you're talking about my son,
Yes.
his name is Adrian, and FYI, he has a PhD from MIT.
You want me to give him a job, I'll give him a job.
Please, please, he doesn't need you. He's so smart, he can start his own company, run you right out of business.
Read the small print, Opal. My business is your business.
Oh, yeah, I guess I knew that. Well, fair is fair, after all. If it wasn't for me and my chicken recipe, you'd be nowhere today, and you know it, mister. In fact, 50% isn't really enough now, isn't it, considering all I've suffered?
Now, see here.
I'm doing the talking here.
All right. Have your little moment.
What did I ever see in you? Okay, you're smart and you're hardworking, but man, inside where it really counts, you got nothing. In fact, you don't even deserve 50% of my company, mister. You know that? But I just don't feel like fighting you for it.
Well, you'd lose.
Well, that's just a risk that I don't choose to take. Instead, I guess I'll just leave you here.
Now, don't be ridiculous.
Oh, well, nobody knows you're here except for me and Adrian. He'd never tell. I figured it'd probably be, I don't know, spring before any caretaker might come by and find your carcass. Well, what's left after the rats leave off.
They'd know it was foul play.
How? Adrian to be long gone and me, no fingerprints. Looks like I might be finally rid of your sorry hide, mister.
I'm a good person. Thank you. Thank you very much. With a troubled past. And when I want something, oh yeah, it's mine.
Bet you think you're pretty cute, don't you?
What do you think?
Get to know Eve on Port Charles, Your Great Escape ABC Daytime.
Eat your heart out.
You lost your job.
They call it an indefinite leave of absence.
Well, look, okay, maybe you're too much of a risk in the field, but at headquarters, surely they got...
paper clips, right?
Adrian, I'm so sorry. Hey, maybe you should take this as a sign, you know? Take some time and deal with this, you know, sort through this mess with Opal and your father.
Belinda, I don't need a sabbatical. I'm not a maladjusted fool that life has to sit down and lecture. This is their problem, not mine.
Oh, so you got no problems?
No.
And the fact that you can waltz into my life, turn it upside down, and then just walk away without so much as a look back is not a problem?
I never said that.
But you could do it to your mother and your father. Just walk away. What's that? Huh? What is this man? Who is this? Does he have a heart? Does he feel anything? Can anybody reach him? And what is this job? One where he has to lie about his name, risk his life, and kill people. What is that? Why is this job so safe? And yet the people who love him so dangerous?
Adios, amigo.
You're bluffing.
After what you did to me, and to Adrian, and to Frank and Alice, those are decent people, Palmer. They did not deserve to have their names dragged through the mud by some tabloid. Oh, but you didn't care, no. You were just being cruel.
Now you're being cruel.
Well, consider it justice long overdue.
Well, what about Dixie and Laney and her son? I mean, have you no feelings for them?
Those girls, you kidding? They will heave a collective sigh of relief. You're probably right about our son. He isn't old enough to know what a skunk you are. Might even miss you.
Oh, just cut me loose, Opal, and be done with it. Our marriage is finished, so why don't we just at least cooperate for our son's sake?
For his sake. Oh, my. You're in luck. Oh, I can't tell you how tempting it is to...
Oh, you wouldn't want to dirty your pretty little gloves.
I will cut you loose, Palmer. But you're gonna have to walk back to town.
You're a
yourself.
sore winner, Opal. You always were.
Oh, yeah? Well, it isn't over yet. I'll tell you, once you con some poor local into getting you back to town, don't you think you're coming back to the house? Because I have changed the locks, mister. And as for those dogs you drool over...
My Dobermans? My Dobermans?
Yeah, well, I changed them in. I traded them in for some dogs of my own. You know, those real darling kind with the wrinkly skin that are trained to kill on command from me. Well, your name is now synonymous with disemboweled.
Where are my dogs? Where are my dogs, woman?
They are guarding the Buford home for the criminally insane. Now, if you'd like to be checked in there, I could arrange that.
You harp!
Oh, hark, hark, hark now. I can hear those little blood vessels of yours popping. You just better chill out, old man.
Give me those scissors.
You want the scissors? Crawl.
I'm sorry about Junior, Dixie.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Does this have anything to do with you being sick?
It's crazy. Where did you get a crazy idea like that?
I saw you coming out of David Hayward's office on more than one occasion.
Maybe he's my type.
He's not. You forget, I know your type.
That's right, you do.
I spoke to David about your case.
My case?
Well, he wouldn't confirm anything for me, of course, but he didn't deny anything either.
When did you get so interested in my health? I never thought you cared.
I don't, but I do care about Tad. And Tad loves you, Dixie. Now, if you've given him up for this Braden guy because he rings your bell, then fine, but if there's something wrong with you, and you're playing this martyr act because you're refusing to tell him what's really going on.
Do you remember the last time that you got involved in my life, Liza? My marriage fell apart? You want to help me? You want to help Junior? Do me a big favor. Butt the hell out.
Tad, it's Liza. Listen, whatever you're doing, wherever you are, just put it down and call me, okay? It's important. It's an emergency.
Who are you calling?
The cavalry.
Yeah, I don't know. Brooke, she's nervous, she's jumpy, I know, I keep bringing it up, but she doesn't seem interested in counseling.
Pine Valley Police, can I help you?
Maybe if you talk...
Ryan Lavery, where?
Hold on.
The ice shack at the lake? Yeah, we checked that, sir. No, my men took that shack apart not 24 hours ago. Oh, no, I'm sure your eyesight's very keen, sir. And we certainly do appreciate your help. You have a good day now. Right. If he is out there, God bless him.
I did the wrong thing because I love you.
Look, I believe you, okay, that you think that, or that you thought that at the time, but that doesn't change what happened or how I feel.
Ryan, listen, I know you're upset, and I understand that, and it's freezing outside, and you have a fever, but once we get out of this place to someplace warm...
Look, that's not gonna change anything, Jillian.
But in time, it'll be okay again.
It's never gonna be okay again, Jillian. It's over.
No, Ryan, don't say
Look,
that.
Hayward probably called the cops as soon as he reached the shore.
Why would he call the cops? He wouldn't call the cops. He gave us the money.
He doesn't care about the money, Jillian. It was worth it to him just to see us be humiliated. Okay, he got off on watching us fall apart. Okay, he's a head case.
Because you humiliated him. Don't you understand that he's so jealous because I love you that he can't stand it?
Look, you believe what you want, okay? I'm leaving here alone.
Opal.
You think we're in trouble?
Yeah.
So do I.
Are you losing faith in me?
I have faith in you.
Good. Hang on to it, okay?
It's very hard sometimes.
I know. But I love you. And I can't stand being without you. I can't stand going to sleep without you in our bed. I can't stand waking up without you beside me. I need you. Please, don't stop believing that, because if you do, we're gonna lose each other.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm Dr. David Hayward. I know we've met.
Yeah, doctor.
That's right.
Meeting you.
So, have you arrested him yet? Ryan Lavery, is he in custody?
No, not yet.
I don't understand. Why not? I called over a half an hour ago.
What do you mean you called?
I spoke to the guy at the desk. I told him that I saw Jillian Andrassi walking into a shack over on the lake. And I thought it was safe to assume that Ryan Lavery would be hiding out there. They didn't tell you this?
No, they didn't tell me. I thank you very much for telling me. I want to go see what this is about.
Be careful. I'm going with you.
I don't want you.
You need a doctor.
I'll be fine.
I only tried to help you.
Would you listen to me? I just can't take it anymore.
Here. Just take the money because you're gonna need it.
What would that make me, your pimp?
I've made a mistake, but I was only trying to help you because I love you. I would never hurt somebody deliberately. Ryan, please, I wouldn't know where to find you.
Goodbye, Jim.
No, Ryan, not this.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next All My Children.
On the next All My Children.
Please, you don't hate me, do you?
I'm sorry.
There's something personal going on between you and the Laverys? You're sick.
Ryan, no! No! No, stop it, Ryan!
Tragedy strikes Landview, next on One Life to Live.